Back again just to show you guys the final results in the daylight of the little mods I made to my cold steel GI Tanto. So for those who haven't seen, or just to run over it, basically what I done was there was another one of these finger guard things over here, hand guard. I've removed that. I took the scales off, and these are covered in like a black sort of powder coaty sort of finish all over. Then I put this on the belt linisher, linished off all the powder coat, went around the whole knife, and just gave it a smoother finish, better pleasing to the eye finish. I also put a 90-degree edge on the back of the spine there for sparking ferro rods and scraping fine tinder. I also rounded this thing here a little bit so it's more comfy when you choke up on it. That was sharp edged both sides, and it was more of an acute angle. I didn't actually need to do too much to that to make it feel better. Basically just even rounding the edges a little bit made it a bit better. And I didn't fully round these edges. That's still sharp, you know, you could easily strike a ferro rod on that easy, but I just did take a little bit of, just went in there a little bit, but it was mainly taking this this back hand guard off, or knife catcher, or whatever you want to call it. Now this was previously already, I had broken the tip off it, so it's probably about 3/8 shorter than what it used to be. And then I did a vinegar patina, so it took 3 baths in fresh vinegar. I can't really see it, but I'll just hold it on a couple of different angles. Just turn it slowly, because I know last night I had too much oil on it and it didn't show up real flash. Might try and come in a little bit closer. I ran out of wet and dry sandpaper yesterday. I did intend on getting it really smooth and really highly polished, but there's a couple of deeper scratches in there that really need to come out to get a better finish. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with how it is now. You might be able to see on there the shiny little bits. That's just where I've been stropping. So as it is right now, all I've done to the edge is taken it straight from the linisher. I've turned it into a convex grind the whole way around as well, and I've taken out those real direct, sort of very acute angly sort of Tanto-ness to it. Still got a little bit of the Tanto shape there, but I've rounded it off in this area here, and the tip's a little bit stronger. I'm sure you're not going to be able to see that, but yeah, the tip's definitely a lot stronger now. And yeah, it's just been a convex grind from the belt, and I've got a kitchen steel, ran a steel over it, and then just stropped it. So I didn't bring the paper out with me. What's this? Oh. I didn't see that before. That's a dead galah. Don't know whether it's a cockatoo or galah, but not sure how he died. His beak's broken. He may have flown into a car or something, because they got really tough beaks on him there. His beak's fully smashed up. I'd say he's either flown into a house, a car or something, and maybe just made it. We got a cat, so the cat would have eaten this if he killed it. So there you go, I didn't even know it was there. So yeah, they belong to the parrot family. You might have seen them, they're pretty well known for talking. It's got a little bit of fat wood here. So yeah, this is basically just a steeled finish, steel and then stropped. Actually, it will work better off a sharp edge here. There we go. Okay, what I did want to test though is this. Just the back edge here, see if that's going to do anything. And that's working fine. Now, we'll just test this 90-degree spine, which I'm sure it's going to work. Getting the fluff. So basically at the end of the day, I achieved everything that I really sort of wanted to achieve on there. Gave me a couple of little lessons about finishing, but that's completely a usable knife now. Test it up here on the rounder part, no worries. And again on the top swedge. Okay, so all parts of the blade that need to cut. It's 1055 carbon. It's with the 90-degree spine. It's definitely gonna throw sparks from the ferro rod. I don't have my ferro rod out here, but the next little thing that I'm gonna attack is this old Shellham knife made in Australia. This was my fishing knife when I was a teenager. So, you know, 28 years ago-ish, 25 to 28 years ago, I was using this. And I just happened to, when I was going through my tools the other day, looking for some wet and dry sandpaper, this was at the bottom of the toolbox. So this hasn't seen the light of day in over a decade at least, if nah, even longer than that. Don't know if this is gonna, that on the end there's just silicone, but this has been used and abused. This is a made in Australia knife actually. It says Shellham 3011 Australia 3011. I don't know whether that's the type of stainless steel it is. It's a stainless knife that's been nickel plated. But I did grind that back there. There's just pins holding it together. The reason why I'm pulling this apart, it's a lock back, but it's not locking anymore. I can't even remember, maybe that's why I retired it, or yeah, don't know, but this used to live in a tackle box for well over a decade. The blade definitely has been abused, cutting fish and line. There's a big flat in it up there. It's actually completely blunt in that right there, it's completely blunt. The blunt section, yeah, no good. But yeah, the lockback's not working, it's not locking in place. It's generally just, you know, the nickel plating's lifting. It's been like totally neglected. I guess this got to a point where it wouldn't cut fishing line anymore, and I've just sort of discarded it and got another knife because I didn't know how to sharpen back in the day. I could only just get it. I could only get burry edges. That's what I've done for, you know, my first 30 years was just getting burry edges. So now, I put this on the linisher before. I've linished down the rivets, and I'm going to drive those out now, pull it apart, suss out how it works, and see if I can get this lock mechanism working again. I'm hoping it's just corrosion and just sand and crap in there that's hindering it. It's making that funny clicking sound. I'll see if there's something broken in there or not, but if I can bring it back to life, that's the plan. So yeah, anyway, try and get this old Made in Australia pocket knife going again. 40 stainless it says. Okay, cool. Shellham, Australia. Aspen. It says Aspen on there. Cool. See you guys.